The $6 million man became an idea on this date. Welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is May 10th, 2023. It is the 130th day of the year. You got 235 days left. It is the 19th Wednesday, the 19th week, and the 52nd day of spring. You got 42 days left until summer. And it's supposed to be like 90 degrees the rest of the week here. Well, I think it's like 85 here in Portland tomorrow. That's what they're saying. Oh, looks like they changed it. It's supposed to be 72, but it is going to jump up to 90 degrees Saturday, Sunday, and Monday here in the Portland metro area. Today is National Mother Ocean Day. National Mother Ocean Day is on May 10th, and we are getting ready to celebrate this special day. 3/4 of the earth is covered by ocean, so we should celebrate it. All right, let's see what else May 10th has given us. 1773, the Parliament of Great Britain passes the Tea Act, designed to save the British East India Company by reducing taxes on its tea and granting it the rights to sell tea directly to North America. It was an exclusive thing. The legislation leads to the Boston Tea Party. Basically, the British government decided it would be a great idea to give one company a monopoly on everyone's favorite drink of the day. 1775, the American Revolutionary War, a small colonial militia led by Ethan Allen and Colonel Benedict Arnold captures Fort Ticonderoga. 1909, Mother's Day is observed for the first time in the United States in Grafton, West Virginia. 1967, the Northrop M2F2 crashes on landing, becoming the inspiration for the novel Cyborg and the TV series The $6 Million Man. They even used the video or the film at the time of the crash in the opening sequence, the intro to $6 Million Man episodes. Basically, this was a very interesting looking plane. Here it is right here. It was known as a lifting body, meaning it didn't have any wings. The body would act as the wings to give the plane lift. Now, before powered flights were undertaken, a series of glide flights were conducted. On May 10th, 1967, the 16th and last glide flight ended in disaster as the vehicle slammed into the lake bed on landing, with test pilot Bruce Peterson in controls. One of the core problems for this aircraft was the fact that it didn't have any wings, so if it started a roll or if the pilot started a roll, he had very little control over it. And that's sort of what happened. It started rolling and it was hard to get back under control. He eventually did, but as he was coming into the landing spot, he saw a helicopter and thought there was a collision problem and tried to avoid that. This sent him into an area of the lake bed where he's supposed to land that he wasn't really supposed to be in. He tried to fire these rockets that try and get you going horizontal so you could land properly, and he hit the lake bed before the rockets actually fired. Peterson was rushed to the base hospital, transferred to March Air Force Base Hospital, and then to UCLA. He recovered but lost his right eye to an infection. Now, when you watch The $6 Million Man, the crash is actually the real crash. Some of the other footage, like it flying and coming off of the B-52, those were of other flights. But the actual crash, you saw it on The $6 Million Man. If you never watched The $6 Million Man, basically, it was based on a book called Cyborg. Cyborg was actually inspired by the crash and this man losing his eye. The $6 Million Man was all the rage back in the 1970s. The show was an hour long and it ran from March 7th, 1973 to March 6th, 1978, so it had a good run. They had 99 episodes plus 6 TV movies. Basically, in the book and the TV show $6 Million Man, he lost both his legs and he lost an arm and he lost an eye. The eye he could use to see, like with binoculars, it was this bionic eye, and then the arm could lift all kinds of things like a truck. His legs helped with that too, and he could run like 75 miles an hour. But the show starred Lee Majors as Colonel Steve Austin. Oscar Goldman was played by Richard Anderson. They had a whole bunch of people in there, but one of my favorite people was Lindsay Wagner. Jamie Summers was her character. She was the Bionic Woman, and she had her own series for a couple seasons. Basically, the way they tied those two in together, they were on a date and they decided to go skydiving, the $6 Million Man and his chick, Jamie Summers, and she had a parachute malfunction and she hit the ground, and Colonel Steve Austin begged them to give her bionics. And they did. Anyway, so that was a great series. Both of the series were great. Hers only lasted 2 seasons. I read the book Cyborg probably like 1985. It was a really good book. 1994, Nelson Mandela is inaugurated as South Africa's first black president. 2013, One World Trade Center becomes the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. Movies released on May 10th, 1996, Twister. Not really much of a movie as far as substance, but the special effects were really cool. It had Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Jamie Gertz. That's one of those movies, if you've never seen it and you see it on like HBO or Netflix, you got nothing else to watch, give it a view. It might be worth it. Basically, it's about a group of tornado hunters preparing for the biggest tornado in 10 years. The university professor Dr. Joe Harding and a group of students develop Dorothy, a data gathering device, and her estranged husband rejoins the team for the storm. Basically, they keep trying to put this little canister in the path of a tornado, which when it gets sucked into the tornado, it'll release all these little balls that will give them all kinds of data they've never been able to get up to this point. Interesting concept. It was an okay movie. Born on May 10th, 1960, Bono. He is the frontman of the rock band U2, known for such hits as Sunday Bloody Sunday and A Beautiful Day. The band has earned over 20 Grammy Awards and has sold over 150 million records. He is also a well-known philanthropist who has championed causes in his native Ireland, in Africa, and all over the world. He married Allie Hewson on August 21st, 1982, and they raised 4 children, Eve, Jordan, Elijah, and John. He wrote and dedicated the song The Sweetest Thing to his wife for missing her birthday one year while he was on the road. U2 did, I get what they were trying to do, but it was kind of dumb because not everyone's into their music, especially in the later years. But one day they decided to give a whole new album to Apple, and Apple just uploaded it onto everyone's phones. The entire album. Well, then you couldn't delete it. And back in the day, a lot of phones, you were deleting stuff all the time because it was taking up space on your phone. They eventually made it so you could delete it. Died on May 10th, 1818, Paul Revere, patriot of the American Revolution, who warned his fellow patriots during his legendary midnight ride that the British were coming. He ran his family's silver shop during the 1750s. Poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow wrote the poem about him titled Paul Revere's Ride. Paul Revere died on May 10th, 1818 at the age of 83. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, have a great day, and be nice to each other.